Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today, as you saw in the introduction, I have a lot of different things that I'm doing. We're going to do some decluttering, some organizing, some packing up to move, and then a little bit of Christmas decorating. So, like I said, a nice little mix of a lot of things. I'm starting out by tightening these drawers in my vanity because they have loosened up somehow. May have been because I put them together myself, and there goes my ring light. Fell right on top of me. I was able to catch it, so I'm just putting it back up, and then we will get right back to organizing. So real life moments right there when your camera falls on you when you're trying to record. And so today we are going to go ahead and start packing this stuff up. I'm packing up my vanity so I can hopefully move it into my storage unit. I did keep out some hair stuff because my daughter and I, that is where I do her hair. And so I'm going to keep that stuff out because we're obviously still doing that. Some of it I'm taking with me. Other items I'm going to go ahead and put in storage. So I'm just looking through things that I want to keep, and then things that I'm either going to throw away or pack away into storage. So as you guys can see, this is mostly my nail drawer. I have my Mepha, still don't know how to pronounce that, my kit with my light. They're like gel polishes. They work pretty well for the most part. And then I do have all of my regular polish, which, to be honest with you, I would love to just throw this away and get rid of it. It's super old and probably needs to be in the trash anyway, but sometimes my daughter does like to do regular polish, so I'm just kind of keeping it more for her, because if it was up to me, I would just buy more colors of the gel and then, just kind of do that instead of regular polish. But every once in a while she likes to do that, so I'm packing that stuff up. I'm gonna hopefully keep it in the storage unit. Honestly, I might end up throwing it away once it's done, or once I move back. Anyway, and this drawer above is just like some miscellaneous items, some hair stuff that I'm actually gonna go ahead and throw away some of it because I've had it for honestly years and it's old, and I have every intention of using it, but then I never do. So I have that and some chargers, and then some more nail stuff, some cards and stamps. And like I said, that's just kind of like the top drawer was kind of like a random drawer with different things in it. And then above are the two other drawers, and that has like my daughter's hair stuff in it. I bought a hair tinseling kit, which is what this is, on Amazon, with every intention of doing hair tinsel because my daughter was kind of obsessed with it for a while, and we did it like once, and then after that we haven't done it since. And I was like, oh my goodness, but it's all right. I'm gonna pack that away though, because I doubt that we're going to get it back out again, and it was hard to get out the pieces of tinsel. I hung them up. As you can see, I'm getting them down from the vanity, and I had to put this back in the bag, and it just really did not work. So I don't want to open a bunch of colors and try to use it and then try to stuff them back in. So like I said, I'm just going to pack that away for now, and then once we move, we can get it back out and try it again. And I think it'll be more fun probably in the summer months. We would get it done at the farmer's market, and it was super fun, but now we're kind of over it, I guess. But I still want to continue to use the kit once we are kind of settled. And I'm sure you guys can tell, but my camera is falling slowly down more and more and more, so I apologize for that. I did not realize it was doing it, but it keeps leaning down further and further, and I was worried it was gonna fall. Anyway, so the bin is what I'm going to take with me, and then the box is things that I'm going to go ahead and get packed up. And then the next thing I'm working on is the top of my dresser. This just holds a lot of miscellaneous things, and I wasn't going to go through my jewelry, but I ended up doing that. So going through all of that, getting rid of earrings and things that I don't wear anymore. Honestly, my holes have probably closed up at this point, but I still have a little bit of hope that I'll wear earrings again. But or I could give them to my daughter too. So I did get rid of ones that didn't have matches that needed to go. That's what we are doing currently. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have moved on to my daughter's room. I'm going to go ahead and get some things organized in here. I'm putting stuffed animals in this like trash bag, and then I'm going to try to pack up all the other things. So I'm trying to do the packing very slowly, just so that I can keep things somewhat organized and kind of know where things are. But then also I feel like it'll be easier when I go to move everything. Even though, like, my daughter's like, I don't have anything to do. And it's made it a little bit difficult. But honestly, she doesn't even play with any of this stuff anyway. I would like to get rid of all of it. Like, honestly, everything in the bin, this little pack and play. But she does have, I recently got her like a baby doll. So I'm not going to get rid of this stuff just quite yet. But I'm kind of hoping, like, when we move, she might not be super interested in it. But for right now, we're just packing it away. I'm going to put it in this box. Same with those other dolls. Like, I got her this doll and like a Jeep, and it was cool for like 1 or 2 days, and then now it's not. So I'm hoping this year for Christmas she's actually interested in the things that she gets, instead of just saying that she wants them and not be super interested. But I feel like this year I did better with like more crafty type things, because she does enjoy doing that more than like playing with items. I think it's because she's an only child and she doesn't really have anybody to play with besides me or like her grandparents or like an aunt. So I know that's kind of hard on her, and honestly, I can't sit down and play with her for like hours and hours when there's so much other things that need to be done, like cleaning and making dinner and laundry and all the things. So I feel kind of bad about that, but it just kind of is what it is. So like I said, this year I'm going to do more crafty stuff for her. So I'm hoping that works out a little bit better and she's a little bit more interested in the items I got her, instead of just letting them just kind of sit and collect dust. Speaking of Christmas, I am so excited for it this year. I was so happy to get our tree up, which I'll show you more towards the end of the video, and do a little bit of decorations, even though we are moving. I just have to take a big sigh for this, because this next part is I'm trying to take apart my daughter's Barbie house. And I looked at videos online, and I tried to look back at the directions that I had to see if there was like a reverse version of how I put this together. And long story short, there was not. This was like the hardest thing to take apart. And you guys, I stopped doing this at a certain point because I felt like I was breaking it. And I did break off, I think, a couple pieces of this house. Like, that's how well it stays together, which is great. But I really wanted to take it apart because I don't know how anybody takes this stuff apart to move it. Like, I have no idea. I would love to know how anybody moves this thing. I thought it would be really easy because it was really easy to put together. I thought I did it by myself, and it didn't take any tools except for to like put the batteries in for like the toilet or like the fridge or whatever stuff is kind of down below. But I worked and worked and like pulled, but I tried not to pull too hard because I didn't want to ruin it, and then ended up like breaking a couple pieces, and I was super distraught by all of this, honestly. I wish there was like a video out there of how to disassemble this humongous Barbie house. At one point, I was like, can we just get rid of this? It's already in pieces, so can someone else take it off my hands? But I decided not to do that. So as you can see, I got the slide off, but there's this like wheelchair elevator situation that I was like, if I mess with this too much, it's going to break. I couldn't get that stupid palm tree off, even though I thought that would be easy to do, but this was definitely not easy. And like I said, I don't know how people take this apart. I don't know what they do with it. I'm so curious to know if they just throw it in the trash or like just give it to other people and they just keep it together and like move it in a truck. I don't know, but I'd be super interested to know. I was also sweating so badly throughout this, I feel like, because not only was it difficult to get some of the pieces off, and some of them never even came off, but I was honestly so frustrated and expected this to be so much easier than it was. But like I said, I got as much as I could done, and I'm just going to put the rest, or hope that the rest will fit in my storage unit. I would definitely recommend, if you're thinking about getting this for your child, to make sure you're in a home that you plan on staying in for a while, because I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I almost want to reach out to the company and be like, why is this so difficult to take apart? Because, like I said, there has to be somebody else out there that also took this apart. I feel like there just has to be somebody else. But I guess I don't think I've ever seen this one like listed online. So I guess I could be wrong about that. But anyway, like I said, just extremely frustrating. But we got it done. Trying to just kind of keep a positive outlook and hope that I can get it back together again when the time comes. As I said before, this is what I got accomplished, the things that I got apart. I feel like it doesn't look too bad, and I put everything else in this box. It's obviously not going to fit, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those other two things. But so here we are now decorating for Christmas. This is my daughter and I, and you guys, before this, I was trying to set up my ring light, and it broke. And I literally just got it, like, not that long ago. And so I was extremely frustrated, and I'm sure my face is showing it right now. And it was so sweet. My daughter was like, "It's okay, Mommy. Like, it's okay. It's not a big deal." And I was like, "Girl, I don't think you understand. Like, I just bought this, and I was trying to turn it, and the piece, like, literally broke off. It's like plastic, but the last one I got was really flimsy, the one before this, and that one broke. And this one, I, like, invested a little bit more money into it, and so I was hoping that it wouldn't break. And it did. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, but it kind of just, like, made me super frustrated, and I was, like, looking forward to doing this and recording it, and then when push came to shove, I was like, this is not, like, how I imagined this going. But we moved on. We are obviously putting up our tree. We just have a tiny little, you could say, Charlie Brown type tree. It's obviously fake, and it's pre-lit, and honestly, I like it. Like, I really liked getting a real tree when I was younger, but it's messy. Holiday traditions, and you have to water it. And so anyone else has anything, I feel like a fake tree for me is just fine. I'll probably continue to get a fake tree. We usually go look at lights. I feel like it's so much easier. You can just keep it year to year. And I'm just kind of wondering if anyone else has anything. I'll probably get a bigger one next year. I'm hoping really do a whole lot. I usually do like an advent calendar, room or with my daughter's room. She made some comment last time, like, to get like a chocolate one next year, and I was puzzles and books. But you probably could. To be honest, I've tried those in the past, right? I think my daughter's still a little bit young. I honestly love how it turned out. I think it looks adorable. I like how it's kind of like a silvery, really fast. I feel like it was like Thanksgiving, I think, is actually what it's the start of December. The package said, like, literally 3 weeks away, and to me that's just crazy. Gold, but and I've been more focusing simple on moving. It doesn't feel like it's too much in our tiny little house, and just packing it away. But I was like, you know what, for this time of year, I'm gonna miss it, and I do want a little bit of like holiday spirit still in our house, especially because it's gonna be pretty bare with right now few weeks. And so it was just a really good experience. We had like Christmas music in the background and like a little background, so even though I was frustrated in the moment, it ended up being just fine. You guys, my daughter loves being in front of the camera.
These two stars on top are the real stars. Finish.
Sorry for the heavy breathing in that last clip, but I just have such a little performer. She is just the best. So we ended up trying to put up the Klingons, and we just got kind of frustrated and they fell off. So this next portion, we just put up our nativity scene, and then we did our countdown to Christmas. So we ended up leaving with those 2 snowflakes, and that was pretty much it. But thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in our next one. Bye for now.